It's gonna go. All right, volume check. Both everybody can hear everybody.
Yes.
Hey, Philando.
All right, all right.
Hello, Dominique. Hello, Daryl.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right, all right. I'm gonna read a few notes real quick, and I'm gonna go get him started like I was telling y'all. And well, tonight's topic is don't kill your vision. I just want to hit on a few things with that. First, I want to ask one of y'all to say a quick prayer before we get right into it. Either one of y'all.
Go ahead, Dominique.
Okay. We'll do the Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. It is so.
It is so.
And so,
All right, well, y'all know how I'm gonna give it to y'all. Tell us something real, all the way live tonight. And we got a special guest, Mrs. Philanda Davis, gonna be giving us a good word tonight, like she always do.
Yes, yes.
All right. I'm gonna hit a few notes. Let's see. I want to say, we have to be in tune with our faith, y'all. Also, like, I want to say that sometimes when we make plans, I hear somebody in the background. Sometimes when we make plans, y'all, they don't go as we plan because the simple fact the Most High God has things worked out already according to His will. So just because things be going wrong or don't seem like they're in order how we want them to be, don't necessarily mean it won't manifest. But if we keep our faith and keep praying to the Most High God and allowing Him to use us the way He uses us, everything's gonna work together for the good. Like, sometimes we gotta connect with people in order to help our vision manifest.
Right.
We gotta quit thinking that one is doing more than the other one, and the other one is out in front of the other one when we need to come together and have unity. You know what I'm saying? To help one another with each other's vision. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about to me. Did I say our motto?
No.
Well, it's on the screen anyway. It's tell them something real, y'all. And we're gonna tell y'all something real tonight. First I want to say, don't worry about understanding your situation, or your circumstances this season, because God is already he already got it worked out. He had a few things lined up for you already. But let's see. I want to say don't kill your vision by not being able to see past where you at in life right now, or see past your situation, or what I'm saying, or your financial status or whatever, because a lot of people let their financial status hinder their vision as well, because they feel like they got to pour a lot of money into certain things to get people, to back them, or what I mean. But faith, man, your faith, it'll cover all costs, and God will align you with who you need to be aligned with and connect you in that due season. I have another little note here. It's that don't be too proud to ask for help. A lot of us we need help with everything. You know what I mean? Ms. Philanda, can you relate to what I'm saying?
I sure can.
All right. Can you also hear us clear?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. And then I also want to say, let's see here, what I got here. Okay, when you look at other people's success and things like that, there, don't be manipulated by that. You just keep pushing and walking in what God has told you to walk in and how He's told you to walk, and share what He's told you to share. And stay consistent on, like we was talking about earlier, Miss Philanda, about staying consistent. Consistent plays a big part of it. You can't believe now and then, doubt it later because you don't see it working for you right now. You know, I have a few coworkers that does that. I mean, man, they got so much potential, but then it's like once they get in a certain situation, they go to doubting what, you know what I mean? Like they go to doubting what God has already shared with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when they know God is real. You know, he done put them in situations where it wasn't nobody but God brought them out of it. I'm a living witness to that too. We all are.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure we all done, you know, been, you know, in a situation where we almost felt like, but what if God?
Yeah.
what if this not meant to be, God? You know?
Definitely.
But and then I also was thinking about something. We was talking about purpose a few minutes ago. I feel like, you know, once you find your purpose, it, you know what I'm saying, it can get in line with that vision. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to put so much in one video. But y'all, we cannot kill our vision, y'all, by our situation and circumstances. Because the reason why I keep saying that is because I deal with a lot of different spirits throughout a day's work. Let me say that. You know what I mean? And we all battle, like, you know, certain things different. Everybody takes certain things different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some of us are talented in areas where others are not. But you know what I'm saying? If we just network and connect, you know what I'm saying, then everybody can put what little knowledge and everything they got together. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be surprised at how big the vision or how far a vision can go if everybody just, you know, can network and quit trying to be, you know, like in competition.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it shouldn't be no competition when it comes to God. But
That's right.
but you know, it's like that, Miss Philanda, man. It's like that.
It is. I know that. Mm-hmm.
You'll catch shade, you'll catch, you know, backlash, you know. But you know, we just have to keep pushing and don't let nothing, you know what I'm saying, don't let nothing distract you or kill that vision that God has already gave you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to figure out too in this walk, like people, they'll say they won't change, but then they really afraid of change. So like if they get hit with some new information and it can be just as pure and just as true as, you know what I'm saying, it gets, they'll kind of reject that because they so used to, you know what I'm saying, the traditional way of accepting the word. Or then you know, like I was saying one time in a video, and you know what I'm saying, this ain't no disrespect toward like the pastors or none of that, but like I've experienced folks being so caught up on what the pastor vision is, they forget about their own purpose in life. All they want to do is just help this particular pastor birth they, you know what I'm saying, they purpose. You feel what I'm saying? When God got each and every one of us for a purpose. You know, we come in this world with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like also for you got a lot of people, man, like they feel like if they ain't sharing what they feel like God is saying to them for you, but you know what I'm saying, like they'll come back and reject whatever God done placed in your spirit to share with them. And then they'll go to scream prophets and all this here and all that there. You got to be aware of them being fake. You know what I mean? But when like the Holy Spirit come in and he gives somebody something to tell you or to share with you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like your heart and your spirit is already prepared, like lined up with that. You know what I mean? And the reason why I spoke on that too, I feel like that's it play a part in having a vision too. Because I read somewhere one time it was saying like I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was somewhere I read or I either heard it or something, and somebody was saying like most real prophets, like people who's been close to them or knew them, you know what I'm saying, before they learned to operate in their gift, consider them false prophets. You know what I'm saying? Because they so busy seeing like the old fleshy ways of that person or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I know that when you're born again, because I'm a living witness, I know that God will use you and he'll show you, you know what I'm saying? And he'll align certain things for you to see. But if you know what I'm saying, but if you ain't humble enough, you won't see that. You understand what I'm saying? or you're gonna see that he's showing you the way, he's leading you, he's guiding you, he's holding your hand, you know what I'm saying, through everything. But if you so caught up on self, you'll never be able to operate in your true gift. You know what I mean? Or the vision that you feel, because you can feel your purpose on this earth. Everybody can. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody say one day that a dream ain't nothing but what you wake up from. I can't relate with that. You know what I mean? I feel like God, the Most High God speaks to us through dreams, through people, through social media. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, don't kill your vision, man, because of what people say. Don't be manipulated by people. Don't believe that you can do it all by yourself. It's gonna take help. Everybody needs help. And number 3, I feel like you have to let pride go. That was something I had bad. I had pride real bad, but I learned to let it go. I learned to allow my wife to help me. I learned to listen to her. You know what I mean? I learned to submit. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to submit, you know what I'm saying, to life. You know what I'm saying? And living it right. You know what I mean? And I feel like once you start, submitting to life or whatever, I feel like that's when your purpose and your vision and everything is going to line up. So I'm going to end that because I want to get this little junior down, and I'm going to let y'all women have the floor. That's fine with you, Miss Philanda?
Yes.
All righty.
All right. Well understood. And that's so true. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
That is so true.
All right. If y'all need me, just let me know.
Okay. That is so true. Wow.
Right.
People can't, they can't steal your vision. They can't, well, not steal it, but cause you to kill your own vision, on naysaying, like, downing you, insults, purposely and unpurposely, sometimes and say things like they playing or joking around with you, and be serious about it, and cause you to second guess yourself. Be like, well, dang, maybe they are right. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I'm not good at doing that as good as I thought I was. They're the ones that can hear me. They can see me. So maybe they right about me.
Mm-hmm.
So that can kill your vision. Not having faith, and not having faith in what God told you or showed you that he or she, God is going to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, dang, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not. So your faith goes down with what people done told you, or what you done heard them say, or, how they perceive you, or you just crazy. I don't believe what you're saying, or, whatever you try to do to lift them up that God done told you to do or say, and they don't believe you. So, well, maybe I shouldn't believe in myself.
Right.
You killing your own dream. You killing your own. So,
right.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Philanda. You wanna?
That's
on that?
you are definitely right on point with that, because that's definitely how it be. But what we gotta do is realize that it's nothing but a trick of the enemy. That's his job, to tear us down, to stop us from speaking, and stop us from walking into the vision that God gave unto us, the calling that God called us to. And but we can't dwell upon our feelings and our emotions, because our feelings and our emotions will stop our vision. The vision of the Lord have assigned to our lives by what we feel, and woe is me, or I'm going through this, I'm going through that we be so caught up in ourselves. And it's more deeper than that, And I remember being told that for so many years, like, people need you, people need to hear from you. And I'm like, well, this is how I'm feeling at this moment. This is what I'm thinking at this moment. And like you said, people tear you down to try to stop the vision that God called you into. So it's about purpose, God's purpose, to continue to walk in, and don't get caught on about what you see and what you feel. Because when God speak it, it shall be. When he says something, his words cannot return back to him void. And I know a lot of people, especially the prophetic people, are going through a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of things that's happening, um, as far as people being disconnected from you, as far as isolation, being more isolated. And the reason for all those things taking place like that are maybe things going on with your workplace. You may be losing your job. Feel like everything is falling apart. Like everything is falling apart. Like, what is going on? It's just me by myself. Everything is moving away. Like, no longer are my eyes closed. I can now see. Like, I can see who this person really is. I can see all these other things. It's like an awakening that's taking place. And it's all part of God's purpose for your vision that he called you in. It may feel like everything's falling apart and everybody's leaving you or nobody's not listening or people are giving you a label as, being crazy or different other names they may call you. But it's all about the vision that God called you into, that secret place in him. Because he said, he who dwells in that secret place, that the secret place got to be a place that's only you and him, not a palm where nobody else is speaking, not what past this relationship, no relationship between you and him. That secret place in him, calling on him, that you can depend on him, because he's told us, don't put no trust in no man, but we can trust him. And in this time, the Lord told me that the spirit of deception is on the rise like never before. He told me that sons will come against sons will come against fathers, and fathers against sons, and mothers against daughters. And we will see a lot of murders take place in that, from the spirit of deception, the spirit of what the evil one is doing, because of the place that we're at. Because he knows that everything that God said is going to manifest. So he's trying to destroy the seed, the chosen ones, the ones that he's going to release his power unto. But we have to get into that secret place with him to fully receive it. And it feels like everything's falling apart. There's so many things being shown to us. So like we're not getting no sleep. We're up all the time. Because God said, come to me in that higher place in me. There's so much I want to reveal to you. There's so much I want to tell you. Right? And so in order to get there, we have to be alone. We have to be in that place where he can give us downloads. We have to get into that vulnerable place of being humble and obeying him and speaking what he tells us to speak and doing what he tells us to do. No matter what. No matter what. No matter who walks against you, no matter who speaks against you, because you know that your words are not your own. And it's like you were saying,
right.
People tear you down, especially the ones closer to you. But they said in Ephesians 6, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. It's not between me and my mama. It's not between me and my sister. It's not between me and my brother, me and my niece, me and my nephew. It's deeper than that. He told us what it was. Principalities, rules of darkness. That's what comes against us. See, the enemy already know who we are, but we just don't know.
Right.
I agree with you on that.
Right. Wow. So it's our job to sharpen the iron. The Bible says iron sharpen iron. So it's our job to tell them, look, this is who you are.
Go ahead.
This is what God called you to be.
Right.
You're greater than this.
And that's the problem with our people right there. They don't know. They don't know.
Nope.
They don't know who they are, but that's what God told us to do. That's we know, Philonda. So it's our job to let them know. So wake up. What you said earlier. Wake up who want to be waking up. So.
And the ones who don't, we ain't got time to keep patting their back. You don't want it? Okay, moving on next. Right. There's somebody that's calling upon God. There's somebody that's crying out to God. And you got the answer that they need.
Yeah.
You got the answer that will move them and place them in the rightful position of the vision that God called them into.
That's right.
Just by you speaking out of your mouth. Wow. You don't never know the words that God placed in your mouth that you could speak up to a person that would deliver them, that would heal them, that will push them in their purpose. The divine connection. So that's what it's about, being obedient and doing what the Lord say. Not letting people stop you.
Right.
Because a
Right.
lot of people have tore me down and stopped me, and many times, many times, and I allowed that to happen because I wasn't strong enough.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right.
through relationship with God, He strengthens you. Those
Mhm.
words don't matter. I already been called those things. You can't call me. It's not going to affect me like it was before. Because I'm a fully trust in God and have faith in Him. I'm not going to let your words stop me because I know He's speaking through you. It's about recognizing. Before I didn't know. I looked at that person. But now I know it's deeper than that, even though the word tells me that. But you have to go through some things to finally realize, okay, Lord, I believe your word. You already told me. So I can't let the enemy deceive me and bring forth confusion to me.
Yeah.
That's what that's all about, because He told us all in His word.
Yeah.
Where the fight comes from.
Mm.
I just feel like
Wow.
Hey, Darius.
Listen, you was talking about us wrestling not against flesh and blood.
Mm-hmm.
I remember having I think I brought it up to you one time when I was talking about we wrestle against the flesh and blood, not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go. Well, God had to let me know exactly what He was talking about, what the word was talking about when He said that. Who is in high places? Who is in high places?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, like, who is in high? Who is in the highest place on this earth? Who is the highest people on this earth? What powers do they have? Is it your neighbor? You know what I'm saying? They can do stuff, but they ain't got no powers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
people with power,
right.
who can shut things down, who can make it stop,
Mm-hmm.
kill everybody at once if they wanted to.
That's right.
I'm out here thinking these folks want world peace. Ain't no folks ain't wanting no world peace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, but back to that. I don't want to seem like it's going back there though. I don't want to go back to what we talked about 2 weeks straight, but it's leading back there.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm talking about the people or those spiritual wickedness in high places, it's the people who's controlling the radio, it's the people who controlling the TV.
Right.
These are the algorithms that we're going off. This is the people that's controlling the music.
Mm-hmm.
This is the people that's controlling our education. That's
Mm-hmm.
controlling what we eat, what we drink. They're
Mhm.
controlling where we live. We may think that we're controlling, but we're not. Because if we had money to not live here, we wouldn't be living in the places that we're living. So we wouldn't.
Right.
So it's the people that's controlling all these things. So
Which is part of renewing of the mind.
yes,
Yes.
it's back to that again. So wow.
Right.
Oh God.
But yeah, well, I'm gonna just say this: the people that are controlling, that think they control.
Well, yeah, they think they are.
They
God,
think they can stop us, but woe unto them. What's
God
going to
is
happen? What's going to happen to them? Woe unto them.
yeah,
Mhm.
but God is allowing it to happen. He said it's gonna happen. He said He put them over that. That's their job to do it. So, you know, the only reason that He's mad, and it does. Oh my God, I'll go there another time. But the only reason that He's so mad at them is because they're doing it in a way. Well, they did it in a way that God was like, I told you to do this, but dang, y'all took it to the extent, you know. Y'all took it somewhere that y'all didn't have to take it. I gave you the power to do it, but y'all took it way left, you know. So they will have to deal with that. They will get judged for that.
Amen.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man, Our people, man. Yes. But anyway, I got the vision. My husband said talk about the vision. Stay on the topic. So back to the vision. Man, the vision that God has given me. He drew it out. God drew it out. Like he gives us little pieces at a time. When I'm ready, they call me this. They say I move slow. I do everything slow. You know that I'm slow moving. Whatever. I just move at my own pace. Well, I move the way that God wants me to move, and a lot of people don't understand that. But the way I move is the way God have me to move, and little bit by little bit, He's leading me. God leads me. And he gives me pieces of information as I'm going on this journey, as I'm moving slowly, as everybody else calls it, me moving slowly, me moving on God's time. But as I'm moving, God is giving me trinkets and he's giving me piece by piece to go along on my journey. So when I do make it to there, I'm here now, but when I make it to there, I'll have the stuff that I need to make it there, or to make it there. To make it there, meaning me getting there, and while I'm there, to make it. So,
Amen.
Yeah.
So be it. Amen.
Yeah, so.
Yes, that's excellent.
That's what I have. That's what
Great.
I have.
The vision that God gave to me, wow, is to do his will, to show people love,
Mm-hmm.
to speak healing upon people, deliverance, to lead people the right direction, to bring what's inside of people out of people. It's already in you, but activate the gift that's inside of you, to push people into their purpose, right? Unity,
Right.
to bring the people together from one place of worship. There's going to be one place of worship. One place. Not this church over here, this church over here, this church. No. One place. And when the Lord showed me the vision of this one place, he showed me these huge, big old angels, two angels with swords in their hands. And everybody couldn't enter in. And that's reminded me of the land that he showed me, a place of land on this earth that no one's feet ever touched. No one's feet ever touched.
That's for us.
Beautiful. And everybody can't make it on there.
God said it's for us. That's our land. It's going to be Israel, because the people that's over there now, they're not the real people. So when they're going to be gone, by the time we make it back there, the ones of us that's going to make it, because all of us not even going to make it. God said 1/3, 1/3 of it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't even going to make it. Not even all of us, because we so hard-headed, we don't want to listen. We don't want to follow the vision. God's vision. Right. God got his own. God got the vision. We think we got something, but we don't. We got what God give us. We got what God give us.
And that's all we got.
For his overall thing, you know?
Right.
For his overall vision.
That's right.
And we can't kill it, and we can't let nobody else cause us to kill it. Like it's like suicide. We can't do that.
Definitely right. Right. And I think that's an excellent point there, is that we have what God give us. It don't come within our own selves. That's why he deserved to be served wholeheartedly. He deserved you to surrender unto him and fully accept him at his word. At his words, not the words of the evil one, not the words of people, but what he tells you. And sometimes, people are not going to understand, but so be it. It's not for them to understand, because we know that sometimes God gives us understanding and sometimes he take it away. It's not our job to try to make somebody understand if they're not ready for it. But it's
Right.
our job to spread the gospel. Go and tell someone, do you know who you are? Do you know who God called you to be?
Right.
Do you
Right.
know
Right.
your purpose? Do you know the full vision? Yes.
Mm.
hmm And I just hear the Lord said that I'm releasing my anointing unto my people. Something, a new thing I'm releasing, an
Mm.
activation. So don't look at it as being strange or something not strange. Well, yeah, I could use the word strange, but as something that's terrible or bad, like you did something so wrong. Because there was a time that I was like, okay, Lord, what's going on? You know, did I think that did I do something wrong? But it had nothing to do with nothing wrong. It's about pushing you to your purpose and the vision that God called you to. And that's important in this set time now. In this set time now, you will see that there's some places that you normally go that you can't go no more. You will see some people that you was normally connected to that you can't. And the Lord
Yeah.
is saying, you didn't hear what their personal conversations they had. I heard everything they said. People can
Wow.
show you a good face and a smile on their face. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean that it's true. God sees in the heart. So there's some people that you have to be disconnected from for what's inside of their heart. Their secret conversations, right?
Right.
Or the envy or the jealousy that they carry. You have those type of spirits that people don't want to be delivered from and let go. It leads to other unclean spirits that causes people to do things. Like I was talking about, he said how you see on the rise that mothers killing daughters and daughters killing mothers and sons and fathers and relatives and so forth like that. See those things on the rise like that, and because of things that's in their heart that they don't want to let go. That it
Mm.
builds up to different spirits that come to
Okay.
lead to that for them to do those type of things. So there's
Okay.
going. So when you feel like that the Lord is stopping you from being disconnected to certain people, or you feel like you're being isolated, like okay, well I can't go, I feel like I shouldn't go here, I shouldn't go here, so I'm not supposed to stay home. You don't know why the Lord has you home, but he has you home for a reason, to protect you, right? And I didn't understand why until the Lord had to show me, okay, this is what's going on. Okay, Lord, now I understand. I thank you. I couldn't see it because I didn't have you didn't give me the knowledge, knowledge or the vision to see. But once
Had
you
the,
show me, then I have full understanding. Right. So everything is not for us to know right off top.
right.
Some things God gives unto us gradually
That's it.
to fully show us what's in an individual or what's in people or what's out there or what is yet to come and how we need to prepare for it. There's some things that he wants us to focus on, but we want to focus on other things. There's some things he wants us to do, but we want to do other things, and he's pulling us another direction. Because this by us being positioned in a place with him can save your family members. That we'll be able to cry out to him for our family, and he hears. And we know, and when Abraham and his nephew Lot, in the situation that they was in, because of his Abraham's relationship with God, God heard him, and that's when we learned about interceding for one another, how
Mm-hmm.
important it is. So sometimes he would show us people's names, or we may see their face, and we don't even wonder why we see their face upon our mind, or they come upon our mind. Or we may see them for a brief moment. He be showing these things because he wants us to intercede for them. Because so many things are about to take place on this earth.
Mm.
So many things. Something that the Lord has shown me now that he has showed me in a store. It was like a store setting. And as I was in the store, it was like I was there looking. And I seen this woman and her children going in, but it was a group of women that went in with their children. And then, like, where they have the drinks at, the cold beverages and stuff at, I seen it open and some children being snatched inside and closed back up. And the woman began to look around for her children. She ran outside. They said they never came outside. And she was screaming and hollering, like, where is my children? It was something so hidden right in plain sight that they couldn't see. How they snatched them up right in the store,
Wow.
inside the freezer. But it was like inside when they opened it up, it wasn't like a refrigerator, but on the outside it looked as it had drinks and stuff in it, but it looked like a hall, and it was snatched down the hall. And I know the Lord wants me to reveal this because He was letting me know that we got to be careful everywhere that we go. Even though we're in the grocery store, we may turn our back for one split second, and they can open it up and snatch our children away, or snatch someone away in the store.
You're right.
So when He showed me that, He was saying, be careful of these things. Don't let your guard down. No matter where you at. What looks as if it's a refrigerator with beverages in it, but it's something else. Deception. The spirit of deception is on the rise.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that we've been deceived about, that things that look as if they are something, but they're not. We're seeing how things are unfolding, and we're seeing like, oh my gosh, wow, this and that. But that what the Lord is saying is that no longer will you be under the lie. For I'm opening your eyes up to see the truth. For I am the truth. And the lie cannot overpower me or what is it? Stand in what's the right word? Be in the same presence as the truth. Like I'm revealing things, I'm exposing things, so you can see exactly what it is. And what I just spoke about, you will see. What I spoke, I'm online. What I just spoke about, you will see it in the store. You will see that. So remember that.
Look, I'm with
see
you.
What I'm telling you.
I'm with you on that, Philonda, because I'm in the grocery store and I don't like to take my babies in there with me. This particular day, DJ's at work, and I ain't want to go, all the way over there to take them because I need to do it fast. But anyway, the oldest one, she would take, go and try to find her stuff in the store, and she would let the buggy go and go run and find the stuff and, hurry up and bring it back. Like she kept doing that, but I was just like so nervous about her doing it, like because I'm turning my back, and by the time I turn back around, she's gone from my area, and I was like so scared. Like I'm like, oh, I didn't tell you, babe, but it was like freaking me out. I'm like, this is why I don't like to take them in the store when I can't watch them, watch them properly. Or she's so fast, they so quick. She let go and she's gone. Like I can't do that. I can't do no, you going to grandma's house or you staying home with daddy or something. I can't do that. But it freaked me out so bad. So I know that you're, on the same track or whatever. God didn't tell you that for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you feel so nervous.
Yeah.
That's why that feeling come upon you. Mm-hmm. Because it could be just like that. They don't have to leave no store. They're doing stuff like that, secret little tunnels in different places. We see a lot of that stuff in hotel rooms and stuff like that.
Yes,
so
yes.
You see this will be exposed. God's going to expose this in stores. And some of you may say, well, I go to that store all the time. I had no idea. I didn't know that was there. Yeah. There's a lot of things that's around you that you don't know, that God is going to show you. This is what's around you. This is what's next door to you. Or this is what's down the street. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I'm just hearing them say, no longer shall things be hidden unto you.
They can't. Not in this season. Not 2024. No, ma'am.
Right.
Revelation, he's revealing it. They can't. They try to hide it. All the things they try to hide.
Mm-hmm.
But it's coming out in the physical and in the spiritual.
That's right. Definitely.
Out the ears,
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You're definitely right about that. Mm-hmm. So don't kill your vision upon your emotion and your feelings. Don't let people kill your vision. Don't even let pastor kill your vision and what God is telling you, what God is speaking for you to do. Do it. Obey him. Especially a time like this. And this time that we are in now is very important. And I just want to talk about Exodus 20. And you can go read Exodus 20, what it's about them going and they were complaining on their journey to the promise. What is the vision really about? It's about making it to the promise. They was crossing over to go to the promised land, and we want to make it there too, to the promise that the Lord left for us, that He told us what was going to take place. We want that too, and that's what we got to focus on, what He promised us, because He's not a liar. What He said is going to be. And that's what we got to hold on to when trouble comes, when tribulation comes, when everything feel like it's falling apart. We still got to hold on to the vision that's going to get us to the purpose and to our promise.
Yes, yes. And how do we
Because I also want to say, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because I want to say in Exodus 20 that when the Lord, I was wanting to go to 7. Let's see, 7 to 12. I want to read it real fast. And Exodus 20. It says, then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, take the rod, you and your brother Aaron, gather the congregation together, speak to the rock before their eyes, and it will yield its waters. Thus you shall bring water for them out of the rock, and give drink to the congregation and the animals. So Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him, and Moses and Aaron gathered the assembly together before the rock, and he said to them, hear now, you rebels, must we bring water for you out of this rock? Then Moses lifted his hand and struck the rock twice with his rod, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation and the animals drank. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, and because you did not believe me, to hallow me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore you should not bring this assembly into the land which I have given them. So I just want to stop right there. Moses and Aaron was frustrated because the people kept coming to them, like we talked about emotions and our feelings, because they were attacking them, complaining to them, telling them that they're not who they say they are, telling them that they didn't hear from the Lord, telling them all these things that they know better than. And because of that, they walked in the emotion and the feeling, and they didn't make it to the promise. Moses was able to see it, but Aaron died. Why did Aaron die? We talked about this plenty of times, Dominique. Because he heard what God said and he didn't correct him.
Oh yeah, that was why Aaron died.
He didn't correct him. He heard him.
Wow.
He said, no, Moses, God didn't say that. That's not what God said. He didn't say nothing. Because he was in his emotions and his feelings, he stood right there. And what happened to the vision? What happened to the vision? The vision was no more, right? Wow. Because the emotion and the feeling, we can't kill our vision of the promise that God has for us. We got to focus on the promise.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I want to say.
Wow. Whew. That was good. Wow. Wow. Exodus. So, question, Philonda. Do you think that this was the promised land and we made it? Well, I don't know. I feel this way. Help me out. We made it to the promised land. We came here and we still didn't do right.
Of course. We came. We made it. We made it to the promised land. Mm-hmm. And and God gave us instructions, and we didn't obey them. He told us not to do certain things. He told us what was on the place where the people dwell over there, what they were involved in, what they were doing. He told us not to mix with them, don't get involved with them, don't do what they do, don't even ask about them. And this is the things you're gonna do if you obey me, and this is gonna happen if you disobey me.
Right.
We didn't listen. We went our own way, and that's where we're at now. That's how we got where we're at now.
That's why we're
For going our own way.
back in bondage. Mentally this time.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Until we keep doing commandments,
Mm-hmm.
do what we supposed to do. That's what we gonna be. But we ain't gotta be here. We ain't gotta stay stuck. We can wake our people up and let them know what to follow the commandments. We can do that.
That's right.
I was listening to something, it was yesterday. It was a video. I can't quite remember who it was I was watching. And but they was talking about how the people are not afraid of us fighting back. I'll say that. They're not afraid of us with our strength and fighting back. No, they're afraid of the people waking the other people up who's sleeping, waking them up, and they hearing the word of God, hearing what God said to them. For those that didn't know, and for those who heard it and forgot about it, it brings it back to them remembrance. This is what I want y'all to do. This is what y'all can do. And when y'all do this, y'all are gonna get y'all land back. Y'all are gonna get your power back. You're gonna be God again. You're gonna rule again once you do what you're supposed to do. So that's what the thing is about now. Us opening our mouths, letting the people whose ears are open hear what God said, not us. God said, and following the commandments and getting themselves repenting and getting themselves together, and it being just a ricochet on everybody else.
Right. Definitely.
So
definitely.
And that's physically and spiritually.
Right. I agree with you. Definitely right.
Yeah. So once we do that, once we do it, because we hard headed, we gonna get better. We gonna get better.
Right.
We will. Well, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, and I just want to also mention Luke 5:10.
Okay.
And that I just want to read that real quick. And that's all I have to say. Luke 5:10. And Luke 5:10, it reads, and so also was James and John, the son of Zebedee, who were partners with Simon. And Jesus said to Simon, do not be afraid. From now on, you will catch men. And now what he's saying, don't be afraid that we're going to be, he wants us to go out there and spread the word, his words, and do his will according to the vision that he gave us individually, because we're not all the same and we don't all have the same assignment. But that doesn't make one greater than the other. And he wants us to be catchers of men. Let your brother know what's going on. Love your brother like you love yourself. Love thy neighbor like you love thyself. Show love. The love is so scarce in this world now. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. There is no friends. There's no such word as friends. They're turning on each other so quickly. People have hidden agendas in their heart. Where the love at? Where's the love? We all search for that, but it's so hard to come by.
It is. Well, with friends like these folks, God, I don't want.
Mm-mm.
I'll be okay.
That's right.
But that, you know, you feel
So
like that,
quick.
but you like, God, how I'm be friends with, and they doing this type of stuff, you know,
Mhm.
they looking at things like this and they moving like this. God, how do I connect with those people?
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
help me, God, you know, to do your will and to spread your word how you want me to spread it.
Mhm. Right.
Not
That's
let them make me lay my vision down. You know?
right.
God,
Exactly.
man, Philonda, I don't know if I mentioned it to you just a minute ago, but the man with the purple, the prophets with the
Yeah.
purple suits on, how they be trying to tell these people, like trying to tell them what it is, like, and saying like, this is not my words. This is reading the Bible. This is not my words. This is what God said. And because they never seen it that way or never heard it that way, the people who they're learning from ain't teaching them the right way, the way that God wants them to be taught. So they're ignorant to it. So they like rejecting it because they ain't never heard it put that way. How you ain't never read it? And it's I'm sure your pastor done read that part. Why you don't know the line before it or the line under it, you know?
Because he probably skipped it. We know
Yeah,
he don't need to lie. He get paid to tell you tell you the lie to keep you at a certain level. They get paid for that.
yeah, they get paid for it.
So that
So
once they sign that documentation, they can't override it because they ain't gonna get their money for it.
right.
Even people in church got hidden motives. They celebrating Christmas. They celebrating birthdays. They celebrate all these pagan holidays that's not of God. But they say they walk with God. There's no way. Because in Jeremiah it tells us we don't do these things. We live in this world, but we're not of this world. We don't do what the world does. And the Bible tells us the things that we celebrate. He tells us the things, the festivities that we're supposed to be involved in. He tells us we're supposed to do these things forever. How come we're not taught those things, but we taught the things of this world? Because they're paid to teach us these things, and to go right along with it. And it's not of the Lord.
Nope, it is not of the Lord, but it is of those other gods that God said that we will be worshiping.
That's
That
right.
He told us not to worship once we made it over here to this promised land.
Mm-hmm.
He told us not to worship it. He told us not to act like them.
Mm-hmm.
Things that God said not to do, we're doing it, and we're doing it gladly. I'm talking about taking photos, videos, and everything. It's doing what we want to do.
Right. We're doing. You know why we doing? We was doing it gladly because we was underneath the spell.
Yeah.
They put spells on us on a daily basis. When you watch TV and commercials come on, spells.
Okay.
When you listen to music, there's a spell being placed on you. When you go inside stores, you walking on the spell. Why do you think things are placed the way they placed that? It's just not coincidental. They place certain things a certain kind of way for your eyes to lay upon it, to fall upon different spells. But who was the spell breaker? The Lord. He
The
will
Lord.
open up your eyes to see these things, and it won't affect you. You can walk into these places, but nothing will come near your dwelling. He'll protect you. Right?
Yes.
There's all different kind of. There's so much spells and so many things that you're walking under. Don't even realize that you're walking under these things. Don't even realize that you're under the lie. And see what did the Lord come back for? He came back for what? To bring us out of the lie.
Yes, for the lost sheep of Israel.
That's right. We need Him so much, and there's so much He wants to show you. And I'm just hearing Him saying there's so many herbs and there's so many plants
So
that
many.
can heal your bodies.
So many,
You
Philonda.
don't need medication. You don't need doctors. He is the great physician. But we're taught we got to go to the doctors and get on this medicine because we got high blood pressure. If we don't take this medicine, then guess what? We're gonna die. Something's gonna happen to us. So they bring fear into us and have it controlled under these pharmaceutical medications when all we need is these herbs.
That's
It's
us.
already on the land.
That's all.
We don't. We supposed to eat. We supposed to have rice and the vegetable and the meat. And we supposed to drink from the cow. That's the way we're supposed to do it. That's the way. That's healthy. You get your good source of vitamin D. No. That's not right. God tells us in His Word how we're supposed to eat. Right? And the Lord always says, remember, the only animal when they put the disease in the meat, the animal that will stand is the lamb. That lamb will not hold the disease. You feel like you gotta have some meat? Eat lamb. Eat lamb. When the sickness and all that rise up, it's already out, but it's gonna rise up even more, y'all. Remember, when they find that the lamb can't hold this disease they put in it, it's gonna be skyrocketed. You won't be able to afford it because it's gonna be so high. And the Lord said, "I shall keep my lamb holy." That's one animal that won't hold that sickness. Remember that.
Yes.
It won't.
Wow. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Huh? Okay. All right. Well, I know we can keep going on. But I gotta go pick up the baby.
Okay.
All right. When we gonna get back on here and to
Thanks, Flo. You let it flow.
finish up? I want to keep going on that topic a little bit.
Yeah.
We can finish it up later, another time.
Hey, like we were talking about earlier, Flo, it's just the beginning of something big and something great, but we can't let them shut down the vision.
That's
and,
right.
You know, the truth, man. Hey, where you went, girl? There you go.
I had got a call. Somebody tried to call me and knock me off. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. But yeah, we can't let them knock the vision off, man.
Right.
Like we said, hey, y'all go follow us, man. Go follow Miss Flo too. Give out your info.
Philana Davis on Facebook, Philana Cannon on TikTok.
All right.
You can put it on your subtitle.
Yeah, I told her that.
I can't do that. I can't even see if anybody's commenting. I can't see that.
Yeah, you should have been able to see that. But we're gonna work out all the kinks, like we said though. It's our first time having a guest on, and I feel like it went flow. I felt like God used y'all like He was supposed to, and I think it's just like I said, just the beginning, y'all.
Right.
So, but
yes.
Let's see. You say you couldn't see none of the comments, huh?
I can't see no comments. None of that.
I think either till I opened it up.
Let's see.
So people are commenting.
Yeah, I see it now. I just opened it up, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, family.
Now I see it come to yeah.
That's a twin.
But, hey, like I said though, we
Hey, Monique.
Yeah, hey Monique. Hey everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let us get these babies down, y'all. They got school, and I ain't got little man down yet. He fighting me over there.
Yes.
But you should be able to see the comments and stuff now.
Now, yeah, I can see it now.
All right. All right. Pieces, blessed, and love. See you later, Miss Flo.
All right. Love y'all. Love your people.